Hi, this is mrdhobbs and welcome to episode number 58 on the Kindred server. As you can see, I'm here in the Nether, and it's actually in a different tunnel to where we usually are. If we just pop into normal view. There we go. So this is actually a tunnel created by myself and Junior Hobbs, and if we just pop through here, show you why we've got this extra tunnel. Yeah, raining, lovely. Here we go. It's one of the end portals, and yeah, we went exploring with Junior and we found, just open up here, found this dungeon area, and so went through and explored it all and actually found this link through to the end, so it gives us a nice easy way now of getting into the end whenever we need to go into there, rather than having to go all the way back through to spawn and through the hub and through the official route. We've now got a direct route over here, and also obviously got a nice, it looks like it's actually a combined dungeon, whatever they call them, whatever they're called, things where the end portals are. Yep, one of those, and also combined in with a one of the normal oh, what are they called, these things? Yes, those, yes, one of those, a abandoned mineshaft. There we go. I do know words, honestly, just not at this sort of time on a Sunday. Right, anyway, yes, so this is where we are here. Just need to tidy that bit up a bit. So this gives us a link through to the end, and once we found the route through to the end, actually pop through into the end to give myself some more shulker shells. And the reason why is because I've been tidying up. See here, I don't really have a huge amount in my inventory at the moment, and if I go into my ender chest, I've been tidying up my or using shulker shells to tidy up my ender chest. So rather than me having all my valuables and everything stored in here, which used to be a good idea, now what I've done is I've now actually got a large number of ender chests there, so I can dump them down wherever I need to, but I've also got all of these various different things in here as well. Actually, that's the point. I seem to be missing a ender chest. Pop that back in there. Okay, so yeah, so first of all I have my valuables shulker shell, which has got things like the dragon head, basically everything that was in here originally. I've then got some food, one with all tools and armour in, my trees and all the various different wood types and things like that, some plants and all those sort of green type things, hence the colour. Lava buckets, just because you always need lava. My redstone shulker box, dyes and dye balls, so that's as well as all the dyes, that's also the I'll just pop this one out. It also covers things like the terracotta, gravel and sand to make concrete, and the glass. And I do need to put some wool in there. Come on in. Oh, thank you. And then finally over here, mob drops, so gunpowder, bones, that sort of stuff. So yeah, so it just means I've got a large amount of stuff now carrying around with me at all times. Ooh! There's one thing you don't want to do is use a fortune pick. Oh, that was where my ender chest was. Of course, I just put it down, didn't I? Doris. Yeah, don't use a fortune pick to pick up your ender chest. You have to use silk touch pick. Oh dear, fail. Right. Anyway, so if we now put back to the base. Oh, why you do that? It does that sometimes. There's no lava or anything like that exposed anywhere around, but for some reason it decides to set me alight sometimes. Okay, so we'll just quick burst down here. It is a little way to travel, but it's far quicker and far easier than having to go on the all the way through to the back to the spawn portal. Sorry, back to the Nether hub at spawn, and then through to the end portal that we've got over there. There we go, and this is us back on the tunnel, and then here I am back at, if I can just get there, go on, a little bit further, there we go, and break. That's that, and then we just destroy that, and pop that back in there. Right. Okay, yeah, so there are two of the projects we've been working on. So, done the end tunnel. Come on. There we go. Yes, we've done the end tunnel. Oh, looks like it's becoming night time, so just quickly pop in here and go to sleep. There we go. Okay, so I've done the end tunnel. Now, next job I've done here in the wood store. This used to be oak wood all the way around, and it was, don't know, it just didn't really look right and a little bit bright. And again, Junior Hobbs sort of came up with a suggestion of maybe using a different wood in here just to make it match a bit more. So I've gone for the dark oak logs, because then that matches them with the dark oak logs dotted throughout everywhere else. And I think that looks really nice now. It also seems to make the trees stand out a bit more as well, where it's such a dark wood. Especially these ones, they sort of pop out quite a bit more. That's quite nice. Okay, next job I've been working on is, let's have a look. If we come all the way along to here, I realised this area here was getting very, very full up. So there's no more room for any more librarians, so they've been moved, and I'll show you that in a minute. And same with the butchers and armourers and things like that. So I've taken all of the butchers out of here, and all my butchers now live in the butchery, or commonly called abattoir. So come into here, and here they all are. And I've actually gone through and picked out their best trades that they do. So pork chop and cook chicken with that one, cook pork chop and chicken with that one. So rather than having to go through each one individually, you can just run in here and go, oh yeah, I've got like loads of pork chop. He does a good deal on pork chop, so pop them in there. And yeah, so that's the idea behind this area. This isn't actually nether rack, it's actually a rack of meat that's in the process of being cut by the butchers, you see, so that's what that's doing in here, in case you were wondering. Okay, so that's where the all the butchers have gone. And then the librarians, if we just pop up stores. This, most woodland mansions actually come with a library, but for some reason this woodland mansion didn't. It was one of the room types that wasn't actually automatically generated. So what I've done is I converted these two rooms, which are, for some reason this building had a lot of bedrooms in it. So I converted two of the bedrooms here, combined them together, and converted them into the library. So it's just a nice simple one with lots and lots of books, which I got from that dungeon. And then again, same routine here. All of the librarians are now marked out with what their best trades are. This guy, don't have a best trade for him as yet because I haven't gone through and done all of these trades where to get all of the various different ones. But yeah, so if I know now if I need mending, I'm just come along to this guy, and there's mending for 14. I believe we also have another one for mending as well, so we're going just run along here, go paper, paper, paper. Oh no, that is my one and only mending guy. No. Yeah, so it was something else I had that I found. By doing this, I actually found I had two villagers with very good trades on the same. I think it was silk touch, was it? Yeah, I believe it was actually. I think. Don't love hearts, thank you. I don't want any babies up here. Yeah, I think there's one guy that I thought had really good silk touch trade, and then I actually found this guy over here, which actually had a slightly better set. Oh, no, it's not that one. Where are we? 14 for silk touch? Yeah, that's it. And I think I had one of the other guys over here, I think had silk touch as well, but it wasn't as good a trade. So yes, it's useful of identifying all the different villagers. I've moved the output from the sugarcane farm, so the output now comes up into here. And looking at it, I'm going to have to turn the machine off again soon because it's getting full up. So yeah, so that's working quite nicely. That was a bit of a pain having to direct that stuff up to here, because basically if you look where that is, so keeping an eye on where that is, if we now drop down the stairs, that's just there, which happens to be behind the wall of the the shower unit. So I've had to move the button for the shower unit round to the back here. That still works nicely. And then I've just got to fill this in now. What we need to do is get some white concrete and just put the white concrete in there just to give that a bit of a border. And just to get rid of those. But yes, that was a bit of a faff. Hi. Okay, now so I've still got quite a few other villagers left to move around. I want to put them all in more fitting sort of places. So one thing I was considering doing, the shepherds. So I know you're a Fletcher, typical. You're a fisherman, even well. Shepherd, there we go. So once like the shepherds, I was going to consider moving out to outside here, where the sheep are. And similarly, the leather workers going to move them out to where the cows are. Obviously, the bacon, pork chops, with the pigs, that's really going to be the butchers. So, you know, I spent a long time and quite a bit of quartz building this room because I wanted it to look all nice and shiny. Yeah, although I spent quite a bit of time building this room up, I think I might be ripping it out and moving them all outside out to here, just so they're a bit nearer to the animals that they actually sort of deal with, make them a little bit more, a little bit closer to where they are. Similarly, people like the Fletchers, which are the ones that deal with string, might pop them down at the farm where the spiders are. So again, I've just built all those underground tunnels and everything for all the items to go through, item elevators. I'm just going to rip them all out and actually move the villagers nearer to where the actual items come from. Obviously the automated farms, things like pop downstairs, things like the chicken farm. Obviously there's no point in having any villagers near here because these things are killed off automatically anyway, and so I can then just transport those items off to where I need them. But for things like here we go, the sugarcane farm. Again, sugarcane farm, similar thing. Sorry, yeah, that I might as well send that off because that's just constantly being working, and I can go off where I want it to. But for things like the spider farm, for those I have to kill the spiders manually, so it makes sense that I might as well have the villagers that I need to trade next to where the spider farm, so I can trade with them once I finish killing off the spiders. Seems sensible, doesn't it? Okay, so yeah, this is getting a bit full up now. The output from this is getting a bit full up, so what we'll do, flick that off. No point in having it running when it's not needed, and I don't want it to start filling up and backing up the system. Now, obviously, the only problem about using the spider farm is that it's quite a long way down that way, and up until now I've been using mine carts to transport my villagers around, as you can see. But I'm not too sure that's going to work for that sort of distance because they're quite away, so I might have to come up with another way of transporting them, either using water or maybe boats. I wonder if boats can go down the stairs here. But yeah, okay, so they're going to be my next couple of projects. So making a building out there next for to house the villagers, and then start moving some of the villagers across. So I'll bring you back once I've done a bit of work on this. Cheers. Okay, welcome back, and I've now got the room completed, so we now have shepherds and leather workers. We come in here, so we've got all of the leather workers in here, all sorted out, and then through into here we've got the few shepherds. Obviously there aren't that many trades with the shepherds, so I've only got a couple of them in here. But yeah, so we've now got this room, a little outbuilding created. And if we come through to here, to where the rest of the villagers are stored, see there aren't too many more left now. I've just got the weaponsmiths, and in here the armourers, just to sort out, and then fishermen and things like that in there, so not too many to sort out. But the next thing I've been working on is actually just moving the nether portal. So if we just come through to the front of the house, the mansion, so as you see, nether portal all gone. So I've cleared all that out of the way now, so that makes this out here a lot cleaner and a lot easier to work with. Just got to cover over those last few glowstones, but if we pop back indoors, go through to where the nether portal now comes out, just back down here. So we've now got this new tunnel. I've done my usual walls and things like that down here. The only thing I haven't done is I've done this one on the end here, but as we come around the corner, so this is now the nether portal. Ignore this stone staircase here, but as you come through here, so what I've done is I've made it out to look like the real nether, and the idea being is that I'm probably going to round this wall off because I don't like these straight lines here, so I'm going to round these bits off and then dig down quite a bit further and sort of fill in some lava and things like that at the bottom and make this look like it's the real nether. So I'll bring you back in a bit once I've done a bit more work on here. Okay, I'll bring you back, and as you can see I've finally got that stair put in place now, so that's done. And as you come around the corner, a bit more work been done here, so I've put in these fence posts, much like you get in the real nether fortress. Get these sort of rooms, so I've laid this out like that, and as you can see I've done a little bit of work out there in the fake nether. So as you can see, I've actually rounded off those walls a little bit now to make them look a little bit more natural. Also just added in a little bit of extra there with a bit of glowstone on the outside like you do again in the Nether. And I've also put in these 2 lava falls as well, make it look a bit more. Let's see, I've dug down quite a bit further now. Now, I've got a decision to make here. Got a few different sort of setups going on here. And basically what I'm doing here is trying to create like a fog effect, but to simulate lava. Rather than having lava go all the way down and then have lots and lots of lava all at the bottom there, which is going to make it very, very bright. What I want to do is I want to use glass, like I've done here, to give a textured effect to make it look like it's lava. Now initially I used this setup here, which is, if we just zoom in, you can see it's orange glass, a gap, then red glass, and then orange glass, which looks pretty good. You can see it's got quite a nice sort of foggy type effect to it, but because of the stone underneath it showing through, I didn't feel it really sort of had the right effect. So then I looked at changing that over, maybe putting, like in this situation here, put the black concrete underneath, but that's a bit too dark and doesn't really give the right sort of glow. Then I, like over here, tried replacing the bottom layer of glass with a layer of, this is orange concrete, and again that's then too bright. So then what I've done with this one over here is I've actually replaced the stone at the bottom with the orange concrete, and then also put the can't quite see it there, but there's actually also the orange glass above, so it's orange concrete, orange glass, air gap, red glass, orange glass again, and that gives that effect, which is quite a nice sort of glow to it, although there's no actual lighting in there. It's quite a nice glow. Obviously because of the fact there's glass all over there, it's going to be completely unspawnable, so it doesn't matter if it's going to be a little bit dark. And that's a similar sort of strip there from where I've been experimenting. So yeah, I think it comes out quite nicely. So now I've just got to go through now and basically cover the whole of this stone area in this orange concrete powder. Oh, sorry, orange concrete. And then layer of orange glass over the top, layer of red glass above that, and then layer of orange glass above that. And then that'll make the whole thing appear to be lava down there. So yeah, a little bit of work to do, quite a bit of stuff to make. I'll catch you again in a bit. Okay, well I think we're actually now done. So taken quite a few stacks of glass, about so somewhere in the region of about 15 stacks of glass, something like that. But it's done, and I think that really does look effective. So it gives off that impression, especially with the lava dropping down into the pool there. Gives off the real impression of that being actual lava. But in the event, if you're falling off, there's a bit of a lag here at the moment. We're having a bit of internet connection problems, so it's a bit laggy. But yeah, in the event of you actually accidentally falling off, you're not going to fall onto here and die. So it makes it quite safe. Obviously just don't walk into there. But other than that, it's all good. And then obviously if you do get stuck down here, it's just a simple case of just grabbing hold of some ender pearls and then throwing them in a latterly direction. And there you go, you're back safe again. Okay, well if you've enjoyed this episode, then please leave a like. If you don't already, please subscribe, and I'll catch you again in the next episode. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.
Come on, let's play Monopoly. Cash fun.